McFarlane. So the whole of them is guilty.
Of course.
Can I say something? Can I say something to you guys? I personally think that is one of the reasons why Nigel Clark run with.
There are many reasons why Nigel Clark run.
I personally see it from there. They say the SSL and a few more little things where them have underneath the cover make Nigel Clark run. Right? And you must go to prison and you're supposed to go to prison.
But Andrew, I would do just like Nigel Clark, disappear to Jamaica, same way too. And I remember say Andrew don't have no asset in Jamaica in any name.
So let me ask you something, Dino. Let me ask you something, Dina and Elder and everybody else, Howard and everybody. When the People's National Party take the reins of government, whether property were already being transferred and who own it by whatever reason, can't the government just scoop down and say, listen, you acquire this property by whatever fraudulent way, and guess what? We have to go back to the drawing board and make it legal. Like the government can't just scoop down and intervene and just stop it right there and then. Why it have to continue?
It should have to be a court battle, Andre. Once it is transferred, then it has to be a court battle.
Right. What the government will have to do first, Dre, is calling the forensic auditors, which were the Prime Minister failed to do for what him sent for our security firm in a London where nobody don't know. So if the PNP commission an inquiry and call in the forensic auditor, it can tell you for FSC is not a bank, you know, where you walk going out with one big bag, one big caucus bag and draw out money. No. There is a money trail. So you can follow the money trail. And every single soul along the trail where it stop, and you find out say you cross Cray is the owner of that property. And what he's doing is what Paul Chengang and him do in the 90s, Dre, with Finsack and the whole property.
They was all friends.
Right?
And this where the money is getting here.
These guys have been practicing this thing from the 80s. Are perfect. Them perfect. Could it, you know?
I blame Linton because the Prime Minister liar Dre, 2 days after SSL crash, he was the liar, but he's very active on social media. And him said, UCL board must immediately take out an injunction and fight against all SSL buildings. If he did that, if his attorney did that, what Patrick Bailey tell him to do, that building they couldn't transfer or sell. I can remember Patrick Bailey on Facebook said, immediately, if I were a boat lawyer, I would have taken out an injunction and place a cease and desist for all FSL building.
Yeah, but Howard, if the Minister of Finance also have that power, you know, once the report gets in, him could have hold on to all the assets, you know. He said he was going to do it and no transfer should take place, but while he was saying that the transfer took place, and it's being transferred as a gift, not to him sold.
He's not going on ministry because the minister himself is dishonest. Because him get the report. So McFarlane for that long SSL in 2017 and all the Shaw and Jones and them never do it. And again, McFarlane write him on April 15, 2020. And for 3 years, he sit up on the report and say he can't find it. So therefore, I wouldn't have trusted him.
But Howard, just a second, Linda, and I soon bring you into the conversation. If you remember the same guy with chat named McFarlane, you know, when the report came out that they would have notified the Ministry of Finance under the leadership of Nigel Clark, and they must say, no, we never get no letter, Ray. The same guy, you know, Mr. McFarlane came out and basically embarrassed Nigel and said, yes, man, the people them did right to you and thing are just, you never take up the letter and read it. And then shortly after, them get rid of Mr. McFarlane.
You not say it right, man. You have to say, Mr. McFarlane, tell Nigel Clark, say me give you a letter. Nigel said no. Everything McFarlane goes for the bearer book
You take out it.
Go for the bearer book, Dre,
Yes.
where the secretary sign, date, and time when to receive the letter. And that is when Nigel Clark said, oh, we find it in one corner. Continue.
True.
I'm sure
So,
yes.
no, it was stamped with the official stamp of the Ministry of Finance, you know.
And-
So I should say
and
they
why
know
no?
they receive it.
And when though? When time Everton McFarlane go for the book, Dre, and say, see the evidence here. This is bearer X, Y, and Z, sign it, and this is it. Nigel Clark fire the man.
Yeah,
Yes.
fire McFarlane immediately.
Because he would have embarrassed the ministry and show up Nigel Clark. But stick a pin every gentleman. Lyndon, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
My question to you is, with all this, how did you come by this information unfolding with regards to the moving of the properties? Like, I knew that the building was changed over and they moved out everything.
Yes.
My problem is, how is it that Bolt's lawyer, they're not reacting to this? How is it that they don't have an investigator working on this in the back end? Because
Lyndon, if I am a lame person can have access to it, don't you think that you saying both?
That
Not
is what
because,
I'm
hold
saying.
on, Mr. Lyndon, hold on. Not because through I come on social media and make Jamaica know what is happening. That doesn't necessarily mean you saying both are going to expose him lawyer and define it. Like, I can guarantee you that the same information I am relaying to the public now publicly, you saying both have access to this. Not because him not come out and load it up like what I am doing. So don't say that, man.
no, I'm not saying anything wrong. I am saying this is something that should have been brought to light. And for me, what I'd suggest, if you guys can package it and send it to the IMF so they know what they have hired. Because he needs to be fired from that job to come back and serve him sentence for what him do. Because he has done a lot and covered for a lot of the crap.
Agreed. I agreed.
He's not supposed to get away with it. And exposing him by sending them facts, you think IMF going to keep him in that position? I kid you not. So I think if people have the information and it's vetted and it's solid, send it to them. Nobody wants to be exposed like that. One of the things that I just heard, like bearer signing. Why is these letters not being done electronically so you can track it back and forth? You can't tell me as the finance minister and you're getting from a senior department